Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel. Before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button. Your support keeps these stories coming. I'm Emily Chen. 29 years old. Married to my husband David for 4 years. We live in a cozy apartment in Seattle. Right by the Space Needle. The rain patters on the windows every morning, reminding me how fast life moves. Uncle Robert showed up out of the blue. He's David's uncle from Portland. Drove up saying he needed a fresh start. Wants to open a small bookstore in the city. David lit up like a kid at Christmas. He hadn't seen Uncle Robert in years. Uncle Robert raised him after his parents passed. He was David's only true family anchor. I watched Uncle unpack his beat-up suitcase. A wave of warmth hit me. But under the surface something felt off. David had been distant lately. Staring at old photos late at night. Whispering on the phone when he thought I was asleep. He carried a shadow I couldn't reach. Here's the hook. While Uncle tried on David's old jacket, I spotted a dusty leather journal. Tucked on the closet shelf. David's familiar handwriting on the cover. My heart raced a frantic drum. What secret was he keeping from me? I took a deep breath. I had to focus on helping Uncle first. The old jacket sleeve caught on his elbow. Uncle chuckled awkwardly. "Emily, can you give me a hand? This old thing is a bit tight." My cheeks flushed a bit. Family lines can be tricky. But love doesn't care about that. I stepped closer. Smoothed the worn fabric. My fingers brushed a faded scar on his arm. It was long and white, a deep mark. From years ago, protecting David in a street fight. I asked softly. "Uncle, how did that happen?" He paused, eyes distant, cloudy. He looked like he was staring at the past. "Long story, kid. Back when David was a teen. I took a hit from some punks to shield him. They were after David's scholarship money." My chest tightened with sudden pain. David never shared these tales. Always playing the strong, silent type. The protector who never needed protecting. I finished adjusting the jacket. We shared a quiet, understanding smile. The room filled with the scent of fresh coffee brewing. A rich, dark aroma. In the kitchen, the aroma of stir-fry wafted. I had grabbed fresh, crisp veggies from Pike Place Market. Chopped them neat and even. Preparing a welcome feast. David got home early that evening. Carrying Uncle's favorite apple pie from the bakery. His eyes met mine, a flash of relief there. We three sat around the small oak table. Laughter echoed off the walls, warm and genuine. But that journal nagged at me like a thorn. Mid-meal, I excused myself to clear plates. I sneaked into the bedroom. My hands were shaking. I flipped it open. Pages crammed with David's thoughts. A secret history poured out. He was chronicling Uncle's silent sacrifices. Skipping meals to pay for his college fees. Selling his beloved vintage watch for David's tuition. Working 3 jobs just to keep a roof over their heads. Tears blurred the ink. The pages were damp with my emotion. So this was the weight David carried alone. This huge debt of love and sacrifice. A family conflict deepened right here. That afternoon, Uncle headed to interview at a local bookshop. A charming spot on Capitol Hill. I pulled David to the balcony. My voice low, urgent. Why hide this from me? I saw the journal. He froze instantly, face paling white. The color drained from his eyes. Emily, I didn't want to burden you. Those memories are heavy, they weigh me down. Anger bubbled up inside my chest, hot and sharp. 4 years of marriage, we share everything. Yet he bottled this huge thing away. He carried it all in silence. David hung his head silent. His shoulders slumped with the weight. Seattle's drizzle started, a soft drumming sound. Street lights flickered on early through the mist. We stood like statues in the fine mist. The silence was deafening, full of unspoken truths. He finally spoke, his voice barely a whisper. Uncle's not just here for a job. His heart's been acting up. Doctors say arrhythmia, a serious condition. But he swore me to secrecy. Didn't want us worrying about his health. Didn't want to ruin our peace. My fury melted instantly into a deep, crushing ache. It wasn't betrayal, I realized. It was fierce, unspoken love. A deep loyalty that cost him his peace. I leaned into him. Our bodies touched. The tension broke. We both teared up but wiped them quick. This is what family looks like, I thought. Raw and real and complicated. That night Uncle returned. Interview went great, he beamed. His energy seemed boundless. We hit the Fremont Market for dinner. Strings of colored lights twinkling overhead. Munching on savory crepes, we dreamed big. Uncle planned the bookstore layout. A small coffee corner maybe. Uncle said, Emily, your cooking's top-notch. Teach me your stir-fry trick sometime. He winked, a promise of many more meals together. Sleepless that night. I replayed David's quiet gestures over the years. The wedding vows under cherry blossoms. His strong hand holding mine. Morning coffees he brews just right before I wake. He always said love shows in the little things. Now I get it truly. It's in the silences too. It's in the sacrifices we choose not to show. Next morning I whipped up warm oatmeal for Uncle. Sun peeked through clouds into the kitchen. A rare Seattle sight. David shuffled in, sleepy-eyed. Wrapped arms around my waist. A simple gesture of gratitude. Thanks for understanding my heart, he whispered. Uncle wandered in. Caught the moment, grinned wide. The three of us basked in easy joy. Seattle's fog would lift soon. Clear skies ahead for us, a new beginning. A week later Uncle settled into his job. Assistant manager already. But one evening he suddenly clutched his chest. A sharp, sudden movement. We raced to Swedish Medical Center. ER lights were harsh and buzzing, cold and bright. Diagnosis: old condition flaring up. Needs constant monitoring, maybe surgery later. David stayed by the bed. Gripping Uncle's hand tight, white-knuckled. Emily, head home, rest up please. I'll watch him, he insisted. I refused point blank. We powered through the long night together. Watching the monitors beep and flash. There I saw David's cracks appear. The funny guy from work. Eyes red-rimmed from lack of sleep. Forcing smiles for Uncle's sake. Uncle stirred awake, his first words. Sorry for the scare folks, I hate being a trouble. David choked up, tears in his voice. Uncle, don't apologize ever. We're in this ride together every step. Hospital halls echoed with the steady rhythmic beeps. I recalled the journal entries, the details. Uncle ditching his Portland dreams. Staying put to raise David. Working tirelessly till David flew the nest. That devotion hit like a warm wave. Emotions climbed higher, gratitude and love. Discharge day we planned a bigger place. A home that could fit all three of us. Queen Anne neighborhood, maybe a house with a garden. We started packing boxes, unearthed treasures. David's childhood snaps came out. Uncle hoisting him on his shoulders through parks. I laughed through misty eyes. Tears of pure happiness. Happiness isn't luck, I realized. It's these strong woven threads of family. David tugged me aside. Emily, thanks for embracing it all. For seeing the man I am beneath the mask. I kissed his forehead. Fool, we're one team always. The payoff hit hard but sweet. Uncle's bookstore gig soared. Manager praised his book smarts and dedication. Promoted quick to assistant manager. Weekends we strolled golden gardens at dusk. Beach waves lapping softly at our feet. 3 hands linked making silent wishes. Twist struck unexpected but manageable. Uncle's checkup revealed a heart valve issue, surgery urgently needed. Costs stacked high immediately. We huddled together in the living room. David offered to pawn his precious vintage guitar. I pushed all our savings pot forward. Uncle balked immediately. Can't weigh you down, kids. I already owe you too much. Rain lashed the windows that night. Arguments flew hot and desperate. Feelings crashed like thunder against the glass. I yelled with all my heart. Uncle, you're no burden, you hear me? You're our rock, our foundation. David hugged him firm, a fierce embrace. We'll shoulder it side by side, no arguments. We rallied friends and kin immediately. Word spread online too through our network. In days funds poured in. From old pals, far neighbors near, and bookstore regulars. That rush showed us one clear truth. Bonds aren't just blood or legal ties. They're hearts synced up by shared love. Surgery nailed it, the doctor confirmed. Uncle bounced back strong and healthy. Homecoming day sun broke through the Seattle clouds. We celebrated at Alki Beach. Seagulls calling over picnic spreads. 3 toasts raised high. To love that endures and family that chooses you. Looking back, this chapter taught me. Cherish the veiled affections. The love hidden behind silence. Marriage isn't fireworks alone. It's anchoring through the fiercest storms. Humanity shines brightest in simple kindness. Dear viewers, what does this story stir in you? Drop your thoughts in comments below. Your shares fuel me on. Like and subscribe for more. Catch you next time with fresh tales, heavy black heart.